let's talk a bit about how to use writing templates. So I've provided on Canvas a set of templates in a PowerPoint file that I encourage you to use when developing your arguments for essays. The purpose of these templates is not to take away your creativity or force you down a certain direction. Rather, it's just to ease some of the burden of trying to think about how exactly you should phrase your sentences. With these templates, you can direct your ideas in a really focused and purposeful way and spend your energy and time thinking about the content of your argument rather than the form of your sentences. As you get used to using these templates, you can eventually develop some sentence structures of your own, and feel free to depart from them as needed. But at the beginning, as you're getting used to writing higher quality argumentative essays, I really encourage you to use these templates to get started. So this is a general overall template that's a great starting point for a reading response, or in any situation when you're focusing on one specific topic. This is a good way to start with your research essay as well. So the template goes like this. In recent discussions of some topic, a controversial issue has been whether something that's controversial in the text or in the topic you're discussing. On the one hand, some argue that, whatever the one position is, from this perspective, clarify what they mean. On the other hand, however, others argue that, say what the opposing point of view is, in the words of some author, one of this view's main proponents, quote, provide a direct quotation. According to this view, give an explanation of it. In sum, then, the issue is whether, is it the one perspective that's better or the other? My own view is that, wherever you stand. Though I concede that, think of something from the perspective that you disagree with, but which is nevertheless an important point that you want to give to the opposing side, I still maintain that, whatever your actual position is. For example, I'll give a concrete illustration of your point. Although some might object that, give some thoughtful possible objection to your perspective, I would reply that and give some answer to this potential objection. The issue is important because, and then give some explanation for what the reason that anyone should take this seriously is. Now, don't feel compelled to put single words into these blanks. Put as much information as needed. It might be one sentence, it might be several sentences. It may be that you actually need to break this template up into more paragraphs depending on how large your responses are. That's okay. This is a great way to get your paper started. It's perfectly acceptable for your introduction to extend over multiple paragraphs as long as you're still doing all of the things that you need to do. In the rest of your paper, you should provide more further explanation for all of these points and more detail.